Hey family, just want to say hi, just to touch base, check in with you, and just give you an update on my health as I'm facing these challenges and trying to keep my heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit in check because this one right here is a real challenge. So, for those of you who've been following me, if you remember last year, I was talking about the fact that I passed out one day while on the road, and it was just a very scary experience. Just feeling so lightheaded, so overwhelmed. The pain in my head was just so severe. But for the last 2.5 years, I've been dealing with this headache that could not figure out why or where it came from. But finally, now starting to have some answers that I feel a sense that I can work with. Um, 2.5 years, have not been able to sleep for a full night in 2.5 years. Haven't got more than maybe 2-3 hours sleep, and it's just been a very debilitating experience, very painful, very overwhelming. But now I have somewhat of an answer, which I'm even more upset that last year when I did go into the healthcare system and they did a CAT scan and MRI and saw it on the report that no one picked up that this could be the reason why or where my headaches were coming from. So, 3 weeks ago, I was in so much pain that I had to go into the emergency room and I just couldn't function. I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't manage it on my own. It was just overwhelming. And so I went into the emergency room on Wednesday. I was in there for a couple of hours. They did a CAT scan. They checked me out. They gave me IV pain meds through the IV. They sent me home. I was discharged around 6, 7 in the evening. I got home. By 11, 12 o'clock that night, I was in so much pain again. I ended up back in the emergency room because they told me if I was feeling the pain or still in pain that I should come back. 12 o'clock Thursday morning, I was back in the emergency room and they gave me pain medication again through a IV. Now, in both cases, they discharged me with no pain medication for home. So imagine being in so much pain that I'm in the emergency room and now having to go home with no pain medication to help to manage that pain, what that experience is like. So the diagnosis is a pineal cyst that's growing on the pineal gland. And we know the pineal gland regulates hormones in the body, and so hormones associated with behaviors and moods. And so if your hormones are off, then that can also trigger a lot of other things within the body. So it's called a pineal cyst, and from what I've been doing my research on, and everything that I've found out that says this thing is directly linked to severe headaches, vision problems, and other issues. And I'm just like, why wasn't this picked up last year? How come nobody said anything about it? Why now that I had to do my own research to find out that this is really the cause of these headaches? And now the size of it is also now a big factor because they say that normally a 5 millimeter or 10 millimeter is what's considered a normal size and may not be problematic, but mine is 14. I have seizure-like headaches, like in the back of my head. The headaches come on so intense, I feel like I'm having a seizure. I feel like the back of my head is just so tight that my eyes I just black out. My vision goes blurry. I feel like I can't breathe. This thing literally takes my breath away. I've been dealing with this headache for 2.5 years, and now I finally have some kind of answer. I should be seeing a neurologist in another week. And what startled me even more was that the emergency room visit, they didn't give me a referral to neurology until I went back, a couple of times to the emergency room, and I finally said to one of the doctors, like, I really need to see a neurologist, and I've been trying to schedule an appointment, but without a referral, you couldn't get one, and they were telling me how far ahead an appointment would be. And my thing is, I'm in the emergency room, I'm in this pain, and I'm being discharged to wait weeks or even months for an appointment. So what am I supposed to do being in this state of pain, debilitating pain? But anyway, Finally got an appointment 3 weeks from the emergency room visit, and I've been waiting to see the neurologist. I've also tried to consult with other neurologists on it and other people who work on brain related matters, just to get an insight. But right now, the pineal cyst is what's being diagnosed or linked to the headaches. And my headaches are so bad that all across my face, my whole face, even on the back of my neck hurts. My teeth hurt, my jaws hurt, my the bones right here hurt. I mean, I feel such an intense pain when this pain is there that I can't even talk. I can't eat. As a result of the pain, I have not been eating well because I've lost my appetite. Eating hurts. And so losing my appetite, now I have stomach problems. I've messed my stomach up. So it's not just simple as the headaches, but also the impacts of that, the mental and the psychological impacts. It triggered my depression. I was depressed. I got deep into my depression. And it was just very, very painful experience that I pray no one ever goes through. But if you are going through it or having these types of headaches, just ask them to do a scan and look for a cyst, a pineal cyst. So now I'm waiting for the neurologist to see a neurologist. And let me tell you something. One of the most important things you can do when treating this type of pain is surround yourself with positive, encouraging, and uplifting people. It is one of the most challenging things that you can do, but critically needs to be done. Yeah, but I just the physical pain is there. The physical pain is real, but let me tell you something. When that physical pain comes on you, you really want to have someone to hold you. You want someone to really cuddle you. You want someone to say the right words and say words with meaning and just be very empathetic and not someone who just makes you feel worse, because sometimes the medication is only one part of the solution. But let me tell you, for me, the human touch, that human experience, that human connectedness, that togetherness is what really makes things so much better for me. So I don't know about those who have gone through it or who are going through it, but I can only speak for myself and on my personal level that dealing with this type of chronic pain, find people or find someone that when you're with that person or around those people is just encouraging, it's just uplifting, it's just motivating. Don't get caught up in all the craziness that's going on, but just focus on you. You need to focus on you and ways to help you through this, because as I said, this thing triggered my depression, it triggered my suicidality, it got me right back to a whole suicidal state and a suicidal mindset. Like, I don't want to ever go through this pain again. I don't want to ever wake up in the morning, my head feeling like 1,000 pounds sinking down into the bed, like I'm just off balance. My eyes are so heavy. I had a migraine last night that was on a 10 scale level. Like, I never have migraines. I've never had migraines. I've had migraine maybe 1 or 2 times in my whole life. And I had a migraine last night that I felt like I could just put something to the side of my head just to punch out the pain. It was just debilitating. So I'm going to continue sharing, this experience of what I found out and what I'm finding out and how I'm dealing with the experience for those of you who are similar or dealing with something similar. But just checking in, just saying hi as I now take time off from work to focus on my emotional wellness and this healthcare. I've suspended all my services, no more new clients, no more counseling, no more groups, no more crisis response. Right now I'm working on me and my health and my well-being and building a support system to help me heal with this and to deal with my recovery. I love you all. Thank you all for your continued prayers and support. I love the feedback. I love the support. I love the encouragement. I will be back much better than I am right now with the grace of God. Much love always. Take care. God bless.